So much the credit belongs to Ivan Perisic for that fabulous cross. Finally the deadlock is broken. Here's Lewandowski. And still he's going to challenge. Oh, and he scored! Robert Lewandowski surely settles the game with his first strike of the Champions League this season. You can bet there'll be plenty more before this campaign is out. Whether it finishes at 2 or there's further goals, and there it's Thomas Müller. It's 3-0 Bayern, and just like final whistle, so no foul. Tottenham looking to profit. Son's in again. Manuel Neuer can't stop that one. Young-Min Son for Tottenham Hotspur. It's the perfect start for them. And the Champions League finalists of a season ago strike first against Bayern.
Terrible pass out.
It's Coman operating down the right. Here's an opportunity. Oh, that's fantastic. Brilliantly struck. Joshua Kimmich. And Tottenham's lead evaporates in the blink of an eye. That's how quickly they can hit you. It's Tottenham Hotspur 1, Bayern Munich 1.
Well, at this level, you got...
Went low. Still not clear. Late first half goal conceded by Tottenham. And it's Bayern Munich's master marksman Lewandowski with it. Tottenham 1, Bayern 2.
Well, it started with probably the best bit of skill you're going to see in the Champions League tonight.
Dele Alli for Tottenham, straight at Neuer. Bayern Munich flooding forward, it's Serge Gnabry. Still, oh, that's a really good goal. He was able to carry it such a long way and then make Tottenham Hotspur pay. And Bayern Munich extend their lead. Spurs 1, Bayern 3.
Well, we highlighted those 1-2s in those wide areas in the... She's just so emphatic, it really is.
Here's Tolisso, Gnabry's in again, trouble, big trouble. It's a fourth goal for Bayern Munich, and they get hit twice in quick succession by Serge Gnabry. It's Tottenham Hotspur 1, Bayern Munich 4.
Well, it's good play from Bayern Munich, winning the ball off Harry Winks. Harry Winks looking to too much.
Dele Alli and easily dealt with there by Neuer. Danny Rose's caught penalty. Kingsley Coman the offender. And an opportunity to get a foot back in the door now for Spurs.
Yeah, it's just one of those ones where
Clinical. Even Manuel Neuer can't stop those. 11 goals in 11 games for club and country this season. And it's a lifeline for Tottenham. Spurs 2, Bayern Munich 4.
Oh, it was massive.
Should get them off and running, although here's Gnabry who's on a hat-trick and he's in, and he's clinical again. What a return to North London for Serge Gnabry. He's had 3 chances, he's scored 3 goals, he's been superb, and that must be the clincher now for Bayern Munich.
I mean, this whole spell of play is just brilliant. It was about total control, picking your moments, and that's exactly what...
Coutinho, Lewandowski, oh that's brilliant. That is sensational. Looked so simple but was so effective. The little look from Coutinho before he played the pass, and the one-touch finish from Lewandowski was world class.
It was Fletch. Coutinho's got a little bit of spin on it as well.
There's Gnabry. He fancies another one. Gnabry, and he's got another one. Oh my word. It's going from the sublime to the ridiculous for Tottenham Hotspur in the Champions League. Their biggest ever European defeat. And Bayern Munich are running up the score.
Well, I didn't even get to finish my sentence.
Is the play, here is Masouras. And now Shimakas. Interesting cross and the header pulled away. Did it cross the line? It did! Olympiacos have the lead. Youssef Amarabi. And the Georgios Karasakis comes to Javi Martinez looking for Lewandowski, who nods it down to Muller. Excellent save by Jose Sarr.
stays at home. Muller winning the header, Lewandowski! And he's poached another. And for the second time in the game, just when Bayern Munich... Alaba, Coutinho, it's a lovely drag back, but the shot is blocked. Tolisso! What a splendid way to clinch 3 points. Space for him to shoot, it's deflected, and Olympiacos are back in the game. Guilherme will claim it, but it took a hefty ricochet of Thiago. And for the 5th game running, have done enough, but only just. It has been an out.
Camera gave that away. Here come the home side once again. Shot from range attempted and a decent save in the end from Goretzka's effort. Sarr had to stretch to deny Goretzka. Kimmich with the free kick in, might change here. Oh, brilliant save! Absolutely astounding to deny Goretzka, who came absolutely storming. A stretch challenge by Alaba, they're playing on here, and Lewandowski brings in Coman, might have had the shot first time, takes it on now, saved by Sarr, who was allowed to set himself. Should he have gone earlier with the shot? You feel a little bit soggy around the edges. Well, he has the knack, doesn't he? Coman with the drill cross, Lewandowski with the edged effort midway through the second half, and Bayern at long last have the breakthrough. Goals, outrageous stats. Gnabry with the cross, very nearly two as Coman came in. Tolisso one side, there's the pass, Lewandowski's in the middle, and they finally get the second goal and wrap it up. He's only been on the pitch a matter of moments. It's his first touch, he scores with it, Perisic, and it's Bayern Munich 2, Olympiacos 0. And Bayern are through to the knockout stages of the Champions League. Hans-Dieter
whipped in by Coutinho. Oh, that's a magnificent goal. Leon Goretzka with the header. Such athleticism. Bayern have had their chances. They've wasted a couple of good opportunities. But now they try to pull the ball back towards Coman. And it did strike the arm. And Bayern get a penalty kick here. Was there ever going to be any argument? A 7th goal in the Champions League this season for Robert Lewandowski. He has now scored in all 5 games. Away from Marin. It's a lovely cross. Here's Lewandowski who jabs home. Red Star appeal for an offside as Robert Lewandowski turns away in celebration of his 2nd of the evening. Oh, that's brilliantly done. What a way to complete the hat-trick by Robert Lewandowski. Unplayable by Milinovic. Lewandowski with a setup. It's Lewandowski. Is he ever going to stop scoring goals? It's a phenomenal second half performance. And they've been caught in possession again, Red Star, and they're going to be punished again. Tolisso. Well, he's had his chances, he's squandered his chances, but he was able to take that one. Red Star creating their own discomfort. Zed. Johan Kuipers maybe saving Red Star any further punishment.
Gnabry. Serge Gnabry behind Coutinho, but Kingsley Coman is there. Bayern Munich take the lead. Second heaviest ever away victory in Europe. Here's Sessignon, no! Oh, he scored! Great strike by Ryan Sessignon to level up for Tottenham Hotspur. Are we in for another goal feast between these two sides? It's his first ever goal for Spurs. Nicely worked, Gnabry here. Oh, so unlucky. Off the inside of the base of the right-hand upright. Helped on its way to Gnabry. Lovely little 1-2. It's behind Coutinho. Davis hits the post, but it's in. Thomas Muller. Bayern Munich take the lead in the last few seconds of the first half. It has been coming. 2-1 Bayern. Coutinho again! Brilliant! If at first you don't succeed, try again. And Philippe Coutinho scores a wonderful goal. Rocky puts his whistle to his lips and points to the dressing room, and Bayern Munich having...
He waits and waits and waits until the move is broken.
A slip by Azpilicueta, and here's Lewandowski, who puts it absolutely on a plate for Thomas Muller. Gnabry came in as well, and Gnabry may be the one who's put it into the net, but Muller's taking a lot of the credit. It's 1-0 to Bayern.
Isn't it 5 goals in 6 minutes?
And they're in again here. Gnabry's in again, and he's placed it to perfection. They are tearing Chelsea apart early in the second half, and Serge Gnabry is at the heart of it. Ruthless from the team in red.
Oh, it's brilliant down this left-hand side. Lewandowski, an easy touch down the...
Alphonso Davis. Lewandowski to tap it in. It's 3-0. It's a classic counter-attack for Bayern Munich, and the reliable goal scorer, one of the most prolific that the Champions League has ever seen, goes to the teenager who's storming through his career. A lot of experience as a pull.
The shape's been good, they've dominated the game, and they've been ruthless.
There's Lewandowski, played in there by Gnabry, and the referee says offside. I think he's seen the flag, he has. He was about to point to the penalty spot, Glenn.
I think his initial point...
And he scores, as he always does. That's 52 goals and counting for Robert Lewandowski this season. In possession, it's broken here to Lewandowski, who waits to tee up Perisic. And it's gone from bad to worse in Munich for Chelsea. And they had so much time there, Bayern Munich. Lewandowski can wait and wait. And then Perisic, who once scored in a World Cup final, slides it beyond Caballero to make it 2-0 on the... Callum Hudson-Odoi, he scores! Well, that's a brilliant finish by Callum Hudson-Odoi. Manuel Neuer at full stretch couldn't stop it, and he picked out the corner quite brilliantly. Bayern 2. It's the Chelsea offside, Glenn. It's Tammy Abraham.
Yeah, it was just in the build-up play, wasn't it? It is offside. And
Hudson-Odoi's got Kimmich and Gnabry over there, but he has got support here from Emerson, and it's spilled, and it's Abraham. And it's a mistake from Manuel Neuer that's gratefully received by Tammy Abraham, who on his 50th appearance for Chelsea scores his 18th goal of the season, and they do get a goal before half-time. It's 2-1 on the night. It's Coutinho twisting and turning again. Lewandowski with the cross, and there's the third goal. And it's pretty much the first touch for Corentin Tolisso since coming on. And he couldn't really miss from close range. And it's a third goal for Bayern tonight, a sixth overall in the tie on aggregate. And nothing Willy Caballero can do about it. On to his fellow countryman Odriozola. Lifts it in, headed on and in. And powered in. And it's another one for the main man, Robert Lewandowski. A towering far post header. It's 53 goals now in this remarkable season, and he's been unstoppable tonight. There's a good whistle, and Chelsea are out, beaten comprehensively by a brilliant Bayern Munich team. It's a disappointment. Looking for Muller, onto Lewandowski, and then back to Muller. And the man who always seems to score big goals in big games for Bayern Munich scores an early one here in the Champions League against Barcelona. Thomas Muller on target, and Bayern Munich lead. Gnabry. This by Clement Longley to Jordi Alba, as Suarez was waiting. Oh, it's been hacked into his own net. It's an awful moment for David Alaba. Manuel Neuer had no chance at all, and Barcelona get themselves back in it with a free cone goal, and we've had 2 goals inside the opening 7 minutes. It's exactly what we expected. And taken off him by Gnabry. Perisic queuing up in the middle. Oh, it's in. It's Perisic who scores for the second successive game in the Champions League, and he justifies Hansi Flick's decision to keep him in the starting lineup. And Bayern Munich retake the lead here in Lisbon.
Yeah, it's not a surprise. Not a surprise at all, because, again,
defensively, Barcelona Munich have now scored 33 goals in the Champions League this season. They might be in for another one, and they are in for another one. And it's Serge Gnabry. And don't you just love the Champions League, because it serves up nights like this. 21 goals this season now for Gnabry, and Barcelona are falling apart defensively.
warning sign after warning sign after warning sign, but you know what? This was brilliant.
Here's Kimmich, drilled in towards Muller. Well, there is number 4. 4 goals in just over 30 minutes for Bayern Munich against Barcelona, and this could be an absolute rout.
This is reminding me of a game
There's Suarez with an opportunity. Suarez is in, and Suarez is that the first step along the road to recovery and redemption for Barcelona. It's a 21st goal this season for Luis Suarez, who was clinical when the chance came.
Yeah, it's
Bayern Munich, look at that. Absolutely skins him, still going, still pulls it back. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. It's finished off by Joshua Kimmich, but it was made by this wonderfully talented teenager, Alphonso Davies. Bayern Munich get 5 against Barcelona.
I mean, he has just turned Nelson Semedo inside out. Experienced right back. Just a drop of the shoulder. Whoops! And absolutely flies away from him. And then TK Alaba was with him, and he just ran off him, and Messi is just standing.
Coutinho's cross, and he's got one at last. It's 6 on the night for Bayern, and it's 54 goals in this remarkable season for Robert Lewandowski. He had to get one in the end, and he's got men over again. Coutinho, and there is another one. Well, he won't celebrate it because he can't celebrate it because he's just scored the 7th goal against the club that he actually plays for.
Yeah, it's absolutely embarrassing now, though. Absolutely embarrassing. Hang your heads in shame, Barcelona. Hang your heads in shame, because this is awful. He knows it. Messi loses the ball.
Here's Thiago lifting another one in, and they're looking for more goals. And here's Coutinho, and he's got another one.
This is ridiculous.
It's 8.
This is ridiculous.
8, and it's absolutely embarrassing for Barcelona. And Coutinho's come off the bench on loan from Barcelona and scored 2 against them. Kike Setien hangs the full-time whistle, and of course you focus on Bayern Munich, who have scored 8 goals, and Hansi Flick will celebrate. 2 for Muller, 2 for Coutinho, and interesting ball from the middle to Memphis Depay. Look where Manuel Neuer is, and he's still going here, and he's rattled the outside of the post. There's Gnabry on the move for Bayern Munich, and they're struggling to... Oh, that's sensational! That is absolutely brilliant from Serge Gnabry, who went into the top corner like a rocket. And despite the early chances for Lyon, this team that simply never stops scoring rattles in another beauty.
And that is what happens when you miss chances against a side.
He's chasing record. Teresic with the ball in. How on earth did that not go in? It's in now. And it's him again. It's Serge Gnabry. Couldn't believe the initial opportunity didn't cross the line, but there was the poacher for his second goal tonight. Well, that was quickly into action. Here's Aouar, and here's the opportunity for Lyon. Brilliant save by Neuer. Had to get there and get across and make himself big against Karl Toko in Camby, but that was the moment that Lyon had been. Lewandowski gets his customary goal. That's 55 and counting for Bayern Munich's magnificent number 9, and the big red Bavarian machine rolls relentlessly towards Sunday's final.
Brilliant, look at the set play.
This is a chance now. It's Mbappe to Neymar, and Neymar again, and Neuer for the second time makes the block.
Brilliant by Manuel Neuer. What a stop. Is he ever going to score?
A lot cheaper. There's Lewandowski right at the post. First chance for the man who's got 55 goals in all competitions this season. He turns so... Di Maria. Now Herrera, oh, it's a wonderful ball, oh, it's over. Brilliantly threaded through by Herrera, and then Di Maria couldn't keep the shot. It's teased in by Neymar, and then belted back in by Herrera, and that deflection might just have saved a goal. It's gone off a Paris Saint-Germain player, but that was Avery with the ball in. Here's Kimmich. Here's the chance for Koeman! And there's the opening goal of the Champions League final. And it's the best passage of play we've seen so far from Bayern Munich. And the player selected tonight by Hansi Flick to come into the starting 11 has repaid the faith of his manager. Paris Saint-Germain 0. Here's Neymar. Shoots. Oh, it's gone just wide, agonisingly so. Choupo-Moting couldn't get the touch, and nor could anybody else. Who blows the full-time whistle, and Bayern Munich are champions of Europe for the 6th time. A team that's been an unstoppable scoring machine has capped a record break.